Cancer, welcome to your reading. So I'm going to start here with your current energy and just see what is happening in your world. What's influencing you? What do you need to focus on? And your past, your strength, near future, what else do you need to know? What else is influencing this? Hopes or fears? And your potential outcome. So looking here, bottom of the deck, I'm getting the Six of Wands, and I'm not surprised that the Six of Wands is showing up. This is a card of success, victory, winning the battle, overcoming obstacles and challenges. And I'm definitely getting more on the battle side than anything else. This really is similar to your major card. It's just a minor version of it. So I like that energy coming through because it feels like you're taking control. You're not giving up, not at all. And so when I see the Seven of Wands in your current energy, this tells me that you're pushing forward, that you're advocating for yourself, standing up for what you know to be in your best interest. And it's being influenced here by the King of Cups, your energy coming through. And so you're acting in a way that's in your emotional best interest. It's leading to emotional growth. I'm actually getting part of that ascension path with this energy. So the more that you focus on yourself and your emotional needs, all the healing that needs to be done, just the direction that you want to go, what aligns with your best interests, it feels like you really step into that king energy. And I love the way that that's coming through. In what you need to focus on, I'm getting the Ten of Swords with the Knight of Swords. So now the Ten of Swords is a painful ending. It's being stabbed in the back. So it's a very painful ending. It's the most painful card in tarot. However, it's an event that happened already. It's over. It's done. It's in the past. This is a completely closed cycle. You're ready for a new beginning. The Knight of Swords is saying it's time to let go. It's time to really move on from this because mentally it might be holding you back. Emotionally, I'm getting a lot of growth out of you. So it's about kind of releasing so that your head and heart come into alignment, that you're able to really go after what you want. And it feels like it's not going to take much for that to take place. Showing up here in your past energy, I have the Eight of Swords. Now, the Eight of Swords is that self-imposed prison of the mind. And so having this show up here in the past indicates a lot of thinking and overthinking about a situation. But it feels like the overthinking is done, that you're really in this place of, I'm moving forward, I'm taking action, I'm not letting anything hold me back, not with that Six of Wands showing up here at the bottom of the deck, and definitely not with Temperance showing up in your strength position. So this is Sagittarius energy. It's a lot of emotional balance. It feels like things are coming into alignment for you. The more that you focus on what it is that you need, what it is that you want, and letting go of everything else, it feels like this is where you're finding real balance within yourself, within your surroundings, everything. I'm getting the big picture with this energy. Showing up here in the near future, I have the Ten of Wands. And so the Ten of Wands, also a closed cycle. All of the burdens, all the responsibilities, everything that you've been carrying around with you, you're about to release a lot of heavy weight. This is something that you're not meant to carry forward. Think of it as that kind of old baggage. It's just not necessary as you kind of step into your own power and really embrace. I'm getting a lot of new beginning energy. And so it feels like you have a new beginning, but it's one that you're creating. And so part of this energy is this lighter, freer version of you that isn't carrying all of this weight, that isn't hung up on something from the past here with the Ten of Swords. So I'm getting a lot of releasing energy from you. When I look at how the universe is shaping the situation, I'm getting the King of Wands here with the Ace of Cups. So the King of Wands is action-oriented. It's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius energy. And with that Ace of Cups here, it's you initiating some sort of new beginning. But it's because of this King of Cups and the Seven of Wands. Here, you're focused on what really matters to you. And so what the universe is doing is showing you what steps you need to take with that King energy and focusing on what really matters to you. So as you kind of continue moving forward. It's almost like if you walk into a room and you've got all these layers of clothes on. It's wintertime, it's really cold outside, but it's really warm inside. And so as you're kind of coming in from the cold and you've got all these layers, think of it as kind of stripping off all the layers to get down into just your normal clothing so that you're not overheating, that you're kind of in that right temperature. That's exactly how I'm picking up all of this energy. The action that you're taking to kind of lighten the load, it feels like it's just that. You're kind of removing all of those additional layers that you don't need to carry around with you anymore, so that as you embrace this new beginning, you only have what you need. You only have what you want. And so when I look at the hopes or fears here, I'm getting the Queen of Swords with the Seven of Pentacles. So now that Queen of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy. So this could be the clarity that you're looking for around where you want to invest your time, your energy, your effort. And it feels like what the universe is doing is it's showing you that. And it's showing you in a couple of different ways. One, it's showing you the path forward. I'm getting that with the King of Wands. I'm also getting that with the Six of Wands. But what it's showing you as well is what you need to leave behind in order to embrace this. And so it feels like, don't invest here, invest here. Leave that behind. Don't even carry it forward. Put all of your energy and effort here. So I like the way that that's coming through. And then showing up here in your outcome energy is the moon. So this is the ruler of your sign. So this is your card coming through. And so I love the way that this is coming through as well, because it's you getting in touch with your emotional side. Out of all the zodiac, you're the one that is most in touch with your feelings, and the depths of your feelings run really deep. And that's what I'm getting here with the moon card. It feels like alignment. It feels like you aligning with yourself. Love the energy. So let's get more detail. Tell me about the Seven of Wands here with the King of Cups. Empress. I love this. So it's Venus energy, it's harmony, it's balance, it's bringing things together. And so what's happening is you are aligning. You're aligning your head and your heart. You're aligning yourself with your mission and purpose in this life. And it's all coming through. And it feels like things are starting to click into place, that you're starting to recognize when things are being removed, that it's being removed for a good reason. Or if things are showing up on your path and it feels like it's an opportunity, it's because it is. And so it feels like things are starting to click into place from that perspective. Your intuition might be getting stronger during this time, and definitely pay attention to that, because I'm getting something over the next 4 months. Over the next 4 months, you might find that you're noticing things more, like signs and synchronicities, seeing your birth date on things. Birth date is an indication chapter's closing. And so you might start to identify some of these things, even deja vu. So I'm getting a lot of that kind of energy right now. So it feels like over the next 4 months, the rest of this year, that you're going to start experiencing more of that. Lean into it. If you're not sure what the sign means, look it up, spiritual meaning, and then whatever it is that you're seeing, especially if you're seeing it on repeat, because that's your guides sending you some sort of message. There's something that you need to be aware of, positive or negative. You'll get signs related to both. So pay attention to that. Let's get the Ten of Swords with the Knight of Swords. Emperor. So I have the Emperor and the Empress showing up here. I'm getting a lot of integration with you. So I love the way that this is all kind of coming together. And so what I'm getting with the Emperor energy is that you've kind of hit this point of maybe it's rock bottom, maybe it's not rock bottom anymore, but I'm definitely getting a sense that something happened here and you finally just hit this point of you had enough. The Emperor, it's Aries energy, it's Mars. And so Mars likes to separate. And so this really is disconnecting from the past. It's moving on, leaving it behind, taking whatever action is necessary, not getting distracted, not being taken off course. When the Emperor makes up his mind, that's it. He's moving in that direction. Tell me about the Eight of Swords. Seven of Cups. So Seven of Cups, overwhelming, confusing energy. That's exactly how it's coming through. And so there was a lot of overthinking because you weren't exactly sure what steps you needed to take, what was going to be the number one priority versus maybe number 7 on this list. And so it feels like the time of overthinking and being overwhelmed and not being able to see things clearly, it feels like that's in the past. I'm not getting the sense that you're still in that energy. I'm getting that that was actually the battle that you fought, that you found your way out of the chaos. And now you're embracing, it feels like a leaner, cleaner, just, I don't know how else to describe it. It's a very clear path in front of you. And it feels like it's got the necessities and not a lot of the fluff or anything here that would help you get off course or would kind of try to get you off course. Tell me about Temperance. Page of Wands. So more fire energy, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And so with the Temperance acting from a balanced perspective, love that energy. Pages are also kind of that young, youthful, new energy. And so everything that you're doing now seems to be the integrated you. It's the internal masculine and feminine coming into alignment. It's your head and heart coming into alignment that's allowing you to find your internal balance, act from a place of balance. It does really show you things so much more clearly when you're acting from a balanced place. You don't even see the distractions. Tell me about that Ten of Wands. Tower. I love this combination. So all of that heavy weight that you've been carrying around, that I was getting an image of you kind of taking it off, coming inside, there is going to be a breakthrough. There is going to be a sudden release here with a Tower. So stay tuned. You have a Tower moment, but it's meant to help you. It's alleviating the weight. It's lessening the load that you're carrying around. So extremely positive. So again, if you're noticing that something's being removed, and it feels like you are more aware of that now than maybe even a year ago, but pay attention to what's being removed. Don't invite trouble back in, because there's a reason it's being removed from your life. Tell me about this King of Wands. The Moon. I love this. You're really acting from a place of emotional balance, because that's the Temperance energy. I've got the Moon here. I've got this integration taking place. So what the universe is doing, it's really setting you up for success. It's getting you in touch with just either your higher self or that full integration of just you in this lifetime. And it's giving you this opportunity to really see things and take action based on what you see, based on what you feel and what you want. Tell me about that Ace of Cups. Ten of Pentacles. So Ten of Pentacles, long-term stability here. Love that energy. It could be marriage if that's what you're interested in. I'm not getting a lot of love and relationships out of this reading. I'm getting a lot of your spiritual path. But that Ten of Pentacles can represent you building a life with another person. So if that's something that you're looking for, it's showing up here in the reading. If that's not your story, this really is about you building something long-term, stable, creating a solid foundation, because you're in this balanced energy, because you're able to see things more clearly now. And I get the sense that once you see everything, you're not going to be able to unsee it. You're not going to let yourself go back into any kind of confusing, chaotic energy. I don't get that sense. Tell me about the Queen of Swords here with the Seven of Pentacles. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups is you wanting to invest where it makes sense for you, in what you want, in this new beginning energy. And absolutely, the universe is showing you it all, which is what you're looking for here with that Queen of Swords energy. Tell me about the Moon. Justice. I love this. Balance. Libra energy. Here, you're acting from a place of balance. You're creating more balance in your life. I'm getting a lot of karmic balancing taking place here in your outcome. And it's partly because of all of the burdens being lifted from you. Something here is leveling out for you. And it's starting with you. So the internal you is coming into your full integration, that internal masculine and feminine. And the universe is saying, okay, you're ready. You're ready to lighten the load. You're ready to go after exactly what you want. And so what I'm getting here with the Justice and the Moon card is you pursuing what you want, but it actually showing up here. Where maybe in the past you didn't feel like it was showing up, I'm actually getting that it's going to show up here on your path. So Cancer, this is your reading. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.